we'll start with Dubas and the big question. I don't know that he's going to be able to say anything at this press conference later on today, but what is the latest as you can tell with Kyle Dubas and Toronto?
I believe they want to extend him. I believe he knows that. I don't at this point in time, I've got no reason to believe it's done, but I do believe the conversations have started internally for sure. Like I said, I don't know where it is with him. I believe he wants to come back. I believe his first choice is to be the GM of the Maple Leafs. But I think, the thing is, Jeff, you've been on this side. If you're negotiating a contract, you've got to agree on compensation. You've got to agree on term and contract. You've got to agree on what it means, what control you get, what decisions you get to make. And while I think they want him back, and I believe he wants to be back, we have to get there first. So I'm going under the impression that they will work this out. And I do think but I can't say that for 100%. The one thing I do know is I think everybody wants to get this done quickly, because if it's not in Toronto, Dubas is going to need to know what else is out there.
It's I don't know that the decimal point is a big sticking point. Maybe I just put too much in. It's an ATM machine there. It's just put as many zeros on the contract as you like. It's the Maple Leafs after all. But to me, a potential sticking point might be power and final say over things. I'm just trying to find the places where there's a speed bump between Dubas and whoever's on the other side of the table. Would that be accurate?
I do think that. Look, I don't think I think this year was a really hard year, and the stress on them. Everybody knew what the landscape was going in. That if they didn't win at least a round, there was going to be massive change, and everybody could have been gone. Now, they went around, and they didn't do well in the second round. They were disappointed. But I think, I had heard in a lot of ways that the disagreements, whatever Dubas and Shanahan disagreed on, they weren't unworkable, is what somebody told me. But what this person also said to me was, this year put a lot of strain on everyone. And just imagine what you're like when your job is on the line and multiple jobs are on the line based on the kinds of decisions you make. And in those situations, every disagreement that comes gets worse. So I think that, I just think that the two of them are going to have to sit down and figure it out and say, is there a way that this can all work to everyone's satisfaction? I believe the answer is yes. There are ways it can happen, but again, you got to get there.
How much of a factor for Kyle Dubas? I want to get to Ken Holland in a second here, but how much of a factor for Kyle Dubas and his negotiations with the Maple Leafs is the impending Auston Matthews extension?
Well, Matthews just had
familiarity there.
Yeah, Matthews just had an availability today.
Moldaver's worked with Dubas. Yep.
Matthews had an availability today, and he said he wants to stay. His intention is to stay, and I believe that. I have been on record with you many times saying that I think they're going to sign a medium-term extension at a big number that will likely make him the highest-paid player on AAV in the NHL. I think that I think the thing that the organization is aware of is if Dubas stays, Matthews knows him and knows the plan, as he kind of said today. And if Dubas is out, then you have to go out and get someone else, and Matthews doesn't necessarily know that person. I also believe this. I think the Maple Leafs are extremely uncomfortable with the idea of not having an idea, of not knowing Matthews' decision on an extension before July 1st. He's got a lot of leverage, but if his no move clause kicks in and you haven't signed him, he doesn't have a lot of leverage. He has all the leverage. And I don't think the Maple Leafs will want it to get to that position. So I think they've got to know by the draft Jeff, or as I said on the pod, could be an interesting draft.